First of all, let me say good morning and thank you for being here. I am so excited about this day. I've been waiting for it ever since Steve Spade, who is the director of transit, and we sit down and we talked and we brainstormed, and today we have our child. Is that right, Steve? We are producing what we have been working on for the last month at least. I would first of all like to say that this is we are very grateful to be in this cultural institution, and we really want to thank you for inviting us, Mark, to be here. It's very exciting. One of the first things that I'd like to start out is by introducing a bright young man to you, Alex Garcia-Villatoro, who is a student at South High School and a member of the Mayor's Youth Council. In 2015, Alex was appointed to the National League of Cities Youth Education and Families Committee. Alex is the first Wichita student to be selected to be on this council. He is also a member of the District 4 Advisory Board. On Alex's behalf, I would like to say that he is also the first youth council member that we have had that has ever gone on stage. Did you go right before Vice President Biden?
Yes, I was typing.
And Alex was on stage during our conference. This conference houses from 3,000 to 4,000 people in one opportunity, and Alex was opening that up and going right before Vice President Biden. So he's done very, very well and represented our city very, very well. Alex is going to talk to you briefly about an upcoming trip that he'll be making with the Wichita City Council to the National League of Cities to Washington, D.C. in March the 7th. And his experience as a young person getting involved in the community is just tremendous. Alex and I were talking just a moment ago. I thought I had moved a step above him by being asked to attend a White House briefing on next Thursday, but then Alex told me he gets a complete tour. So both of us are very, very busy when we go to Washington, D.C., and anytime we go to an NLC conference. And I'd like to introduce to you Alex Garcia, an outstanding young man and one that I'm very, very proud of. So Alex, if you'll give us a few words.
Well, thank you guys for having me here this morning, and thank you to Levanta for this awesome intro to me. You who don't know about the Mayor's Youth Council, it was started in 2007 by Mayor Carl Brewer in order to give youth like my age a voice in the community and be able to weigh in on just issues that are going on in our community. This year, the Mayor's Youth Council has comprised about 38 teens from across the city, whether that be public school, private school, and even some homeschooled. Through the Mayor's Youth Council, I've been able to lend in my voice and along with other people my age on in order to make the community a better place. We all weigh in on things that are going on with us, and we just want to be able to make sure that the youth voice is in on everything that's going on. The council has also offered me the opportunity to travel to NLC, like Levanta mentioned, and at NLC, along with 4 other kids from across the country, I've been able to be a full voting member along with the National League of Cities. I've been able to vote in on many things, whether that just better the welfare of children and families. All this before I've even taken I'm excited to be joining the council again this year on my trip to Washington, D.C., just so I can better work on my civic engagement. And the most important thing I've learned in my time with the Youth Council is that it is very important for everyone to be involved in our community. Because as I attended the workshop the other day, we learned about more. It was just that local politics, in the end, is more bigger because it affects us on our home base, rather than on a big home base. Even as a teenager, I've been able to share my ideas and make a difference just by raising my hand and getting involved. I want to thank the mayor, the council, and staff who include me and people my age on, who include me and the ideas of people of my generation in order to help shape the future for our city. Thank you, yes.
Now you can see why we're very proud of that young man, and we're very proud of all of our Mayor's Youth Council as they travel to D.C. or some of the conferences that are held in the fall. Last year when we went to visit our representatives on the Hill, we ran into one of our former Mayor's Youth Councils who at that time was working as an intern. So we are developing our legislators, our community leaders every day, so we thank you. The next project that we're going to talk about is in honor of Black History Month. The City of Wichita partnered with area schools to recognize the accomplishments and the courage of Rosa Parks, and at the same time learn important skills in research and communication. This pilot program encouraged our 5th and 6th graders to create a poster or write an essay to teach others about Rosa Parks and the significance of her accomplishments. The students were then provided a poster to create their interpretation of Rosa Parks' bus ride. Our winning posters will be enlarged to become a bus advertising poster that will be placed on the side of the Wichita Transit buses. Essays were judged on quality of writing, research, creativity, and using words to interpret the significance of Rosa Parks' endeavors. Our winners are as follows, and so if we have these school representatives here, we'll ask you to stand on the side as well. From Blue Overture, their 5th grade class, we have a poster by Jessica de la Cruz that took first place. The essay was by Francisco Arias Medina. From Spate, the 5th grade class, we have a poster from Eunice Johnson, and the essay winner was Alberto Jimenez. From Gordon Parks Academy, our 6th grade winners were, the poster was Tatiana Thompson, and the essay was Sean Michael Anderson. From Mueller, 6th grade class, we had a poster by Jada Reed and an essay by Cliff Hosea. From Brooks, we had a 6th grader poster by Clarissa Miller, and the essay was by Cheyenne Barnett. So if those administrators or people that are here to be acknowledged, if you'll stand over to the side here. We were very, very appreciative of the work. We so appreciate the work that your students put in such a short amount of time. But I think that the Director of Transit, Steve Spade, and myself really believed in what we were trying to do. We did it at the spur of the moment, and you know that. But nonetheless, we said it was something that we really wanted to follow through on and to make it happen. So we are so appreciative of you and what your students have done. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you. And I will tell you that their artwork can be seen displayed throughout this room, and a copy of the essays are available for viewing if you would like to do that. So thank you so much, and we'll let you have a seat. And as I said, Mark McCormick, we're so grateful that he opened his room for us, or the museum for us, to be able to also take advantage of some of the illustrations that are here. I would like to recognize, however, our Vice Mayor, James Clendenin, who has stopped in. Vice Mayor, thank you for being here as well. Mark, would you have anything you want to tell us about the museum? I know that you are in the Gordon Parks issue now, so.
I wanted to give some historical context about Rosa Parks and what the Kansas connection is. Very few people understand the role that President Eisenhower had on the civil rights movement and about what we're talking about today with regard to Rosa Parks. As a matter of policy, President Eisenhower would not put segregationists on the federal bench. And one of the judges that he placed on the federal bench was a man named Frank Minnis Johnson. Frank Minnis Johnson, Justice Johnson, voted with Rosa Parks and the Montgomery Improvement Association, which really lit the fuse for what we consider the modern civil rights movement. So Kansas really did have a role in what we're here celebrating today, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Rosa Parks wasn't just some quaint little seamstress who got tired. This was planned. How else would you explain that by the next morning they had 52,000 leaflets circulating through Montgomery to boycott the bus system? The bus system has not recovered to this day. We were there last summer, and there's like one bus in town. How do you explain also the fact that after she was arrested, her first call was not to her husband, but to E.D. Nixon, her pastor and the president of the local NAACP? So I just wanted to share with you the role that Kansas played in what we're celebrating today. And I got this pin at the Rosa Parks Museum in Montgomery, and I wear it once a week in homage to her. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And this building serves as the Kansas African American Museum, and we appreciate it. Another crucial component of the Rosa Parks project is our Rosa Parks bus wrap. Some of you may have noticed it as you came in. The city of Wichita wrapped a bus to replicate the very bus that Rosa Parks rode in December of 1955. The Rosa Parks bus will be in service for 1 year. Now, I must add that in order for the bus to be on the street for 1 year, we are looking for a sponsor to underwrite the cost. Just that little advertisement. In addition to regular route service, the bus will be available as an educational tool to support diversity initiatives around the city. I'd like to thank some of the community sponsors who helped make this project possible through donations and their time and their talent. But first of all, I would like to introduce Steve Spade, because without Steve, this would not be happening. So Steve, do you want to give us a little idea of...
You know, there's a special connection between Rosa Parks and transit. Obviously, she started the civil rights movement by her activities on the bus, but the other connection that we see is that Rosa Parks kicked off a civil rights movement that provided lots of people access to things they wouldn't have had before, and the freedom to do it, which is what transit's all about. We provide access for folks and freedom and mobility. So we've always believed there's a connection. So we're really pleased to have been able to be part of this project. Houck Advertising, that sells our advertising, designed the bus wrap to look like the bus that was in service in 1955 in Montgomery. It's got the same colors. We've added some advertising space on the bus, but we expect that we'll have that bus in regular route service for the next year. If you look at the street side of the bus, you'll notice there's a big open spot. It's about 12 feet long. One of these signs, one of these posters will be turned into a 12-foot sign and put on the side of the bus to show off some of the creative work that the kids in the community have done. And then we'll take the other signs and essays and display them on the inside of the bus. And we hope that we can do some other things with the inside of the bus to help make it an educational tool. And then our goal is to have this bus available, as Councilmember Williams said, for different kinds of activities in the community that promote diversity and social justice. So we'll be happy to work through agencies to make this bus available as a teaching tool at the same time. And again, it's been a fun project to work on, and we hope that it's the first of many years that we work on it. And thank you, Council Member.
And yes, I do want to see this program continue, and I want to see this program grow. I'd like to take it throughout the city to many of the other schools that have shown an interest in being involved. What an honor for a child to see a bus go down the street and their artwork is on it, or to say someone saw your essay inside the bus. What better way to teach history, American history, than what we're doing right now. I would like to thank Valerie Fields, is also a member of the Wichita Transit, and she was very influential in helping us as well. She's a member of the staff there. And then we have some community leaders who stepped up to the plate as well. Do we have any real men, real heroes that are here? If they would come forward, please. And someone, Northeast Optimists. You can't miss the Northeast Optimist men and women, so if you will step forward as well. And Camila, I think at least the Northeast Optimist has something for you to take back, so that we make sure we give those kids an incentive for doing the things that they did. So outside in just a few minutes, we're going to go out and we will look at the bus that has been wrapped. But I do want to definitely say thank you to Real Men, Real Hero. Is Alex a member of the... He is everywhere.
He's an ambassador.
He is a great young man. And then we have the Northeast Optimist Club. I don't know if the Northeast or if Real Men, Real Heroes want to say anything.
No, we're just glad to be here.
Okay, Northeast Optimist, you do.
Good morning. My name is Melvin Ridley. I'm the president of the Northeast Optimist Club. And on behalf of the Wichita Northeast Optimum Club, we would like, along with the City of Wichita, to donate $200 to this important endeavor, education endeavor, during Black History Month, to help with the posters and the essay contest, to provide prizes for our deserving contest winners.
And I'd also like to say that Real Men, Real Hero also gave a donation so that we can make sure that our young people were incentivized for the things that they have done. We'll take any kind of questions that you may have here, but I want us to go outside and have a look at our bus, and maybe you'll have some questions out there. Are there any questions of any of the folks that were here?